Stepping back to look at the Bible as a whole, the sheer scale of it can feel intimidating. This is a library of 66 distinct books, written across thousands of years by dozens of different authors. To a casual reader, it appears as a scattered collection of ancient rules and fragmented history. When reconfigured, these nodes reveal a single, interlocking structure. Every page of the text centers on one person, Jesus. The chronological journey starts in Genesis, where he is the creator God forming the universe from the ground up. This starting point establishes the architect's authority over the physical laws and matter that follow. Before the story introduces a single law or kingdom and identifies the source of all existence. As the focus shifts to the birth of a nation, the text assigns him specific roles for their survival. He is the Redeemer in Exodus, the source of sanctification in Leviticus, the wilderness guide in Numbers, and the teacher in Deuteronomy. When the narrative moves toward physical territory, he becomes the mechanism of conquest. In Joshua, he is the mighty conqueror. In Judges, he is the victory over national enemies. As a monarchy is established, the titles elevate to meet the scale of the state. He is described as the root of Jesse, the son of David, and eventually the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Even when the nation fractures, he remains the primary defender. In Nehemiah, he is the wall protecting the city. In Esther, he is the one standing in the gap to prevent the destruction of a people. These national roles place the figure at the center of the rise of kings, the building of city walls, and the survival of an ethnic group through centuries of conflict. He is the architect behind massive historical and geopolitical movements. The narrative then contracts. The focus leaves the battlefield and enters the isolated reality of human suffering. In Job, he is the arbitrator who understands internal struggle. In Psalms, he is the song that gives a reason to endure it. To address the search for meaning, he is the source of wisdom in Proverbs and the purpose that replaces vanity in Ecclesiastes. The relationship becomes increasingly personal in the Song of Solomon, where he is a loyal friend, and in Hosea, where he is the faithful pursuer beckoning the abandoned to return. For deep internal despair, the prophets describe a specific remedy. He is the balm of Gilead in Jeremiah, a soothing salve for the soul. In Ezekiel, he is the force that brings dead, dry bones back to life. By moving from the cosmic to the specific, the text asserts that the architect of the universe is also intimately acquainted with individual grief. The final ancient texts focus on endurance. Through Daniel, he is the Ancient of Days who exists outside of time. From Joel's refuge to Malachi's messenger, the prophets prepare the reader for a physical arrival. In the New Testament, these promises take a physical form. He arrives in Matthew as the King of the Jews, but takes the position of a servant in the book of Mark. This reaches a peak in the book of Luke, where he is the Son of Man, feeling what you feel, and in John, where he is revealed as the Son of God. This physical arrival joins the infinite scope of the Creator to the specific constraints of human biology and emotion. After the physical mission, the narrative expands outward again. The focus shifts from the personal Savior of the Gospels to the Savior of the world in Acts and the righteousness of God in Romans. This expanding network introduces a new state of being. In 2 Corinthians, he is the triumphant one who gives victory. In Galatians, he is the liberty that replaces old constraints. To sustain this growth, the text highlights his roles as the head of the church in Ephesians, the source of peace in Philippians, and the foundation of stability in Timothy. These specific instructions for the early church indicate that personal faith was designed to scale. The individual experience becomes the building block for a global, interconnected body. The final books focus on the power behind human faith. He's the perfection in Hebrews, the active force in James, and the purity in Peter. The letters of John and Jude lock these truths into place, presenting him as the unshakable foundation of a believer's worldview. The journey through 66 books resolves in Revelation. The sequence ends with the return of the coming king to establish final authority. From the cosmic beginning to the final resolution, the pattern is consistent. Across every book and every era, this singular figure provides every facet of provision humanity requires.